Hi, my name's Bree and I've just returned from 3 months of backpacking throughout Europe with my boyfriend. Literally just got off the plane last night and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So I thought I would do a video of unpacking my bag as I took a carry-on, and I found these videos really helpful when I was packing for my trip. Now I decided to take a carry-on bag just for ease with carrying, the weight, and I did catch a few flights, although I did mainly travel by URail or interrail with the trains, but I did get a few flights, so that just meant that I didn't have to pay so much with the baggage fees. I took this Quetcher 40-litre bag, as you can see on the bottom there, from Decathlon, which I got for my birthday right before I left. I do really like this bag because it does actually have a zipper down the front, if you can see that. It does actually have a zipper that goes down here, as well as the rucksack in here underneath the top part. I wanted a bag that had a zipper at the front, even though I would have preferred to go with perhaps an Osprey or a Cotopaxi, but it wasn't super in my budget and it was my first time backpacking, so that's why I went with this one. Now I didn't have any issues with it, it didn't break or anything like that, so I would recommend this bag. So that was my main bag. I did also have a personal item backpack to begin with the trip, but it actually broke the first day that I left, and it was hanging on by a thread on the straps for quite a long time, so I ended up getting rid of it when it broke, and I purchased this bag while I was over there. It's just a small duffel style bag. I think it's from Pull & Bear. No, it's from Bershka. So it got me through, it did the job, and I also did end up needing a tote bag on the way for all the extra stuff that I bought. So I'll go through my large bag first, and then we'll talk about everything that I have and what I would regret bringing or change. So in this main zipper here is the main compartment. Now the first thing on top is actually a pair of jeans that I bought over there because it got really cold about a month and a half into the trip. So they're from Pull & Bear, they did the job. Now under that, I did use compression packing cubes, which were honestly a lifesaver. So I brought two. They are a lot more full than when I first left. But I brought one for pants. Oh, sorry, these are the pants. Brought one for tops. And I had a dress in either one of these. I went with a lot of basics, which some I threw out or lost. And then I thought that I would buy a few things over there, which I did. However, there was a lot of winter clothing as it was kind of phasing out of summer when I went at the end of August. I didn't do a lot of shopping until about the end of September. These ones I got from the Bag Smart brand off of Amazon, and they haven't broken or anything like that on me. They did come in a bigger set, I think it came with 6. But they look like that when they're not compressed. And they do hold quite a lot of stuff. I am going to make a video on what I actually bought in Europe, so that'll be a separate video. So I won't go into that much here. But I just brought a few basic tops, which I got a lot of use out of. But then, like I said, I did buy quite a few things over there. Now for pants, I brought 2 pairs of linen pants. I had a black and a white pair, which I used all of the time in the summer. Then I also had a pair of black linen shorts and a black skirt. Now I did also have an activewear set in here, which I got a fair bit of use out of, mainly because I did a fair bit of hiking. Otherwise I don't think it was super necessary. I didn't really feel the need to wear it throughout the day, like to be comfortable, as my other clothes were pretty good. Now I also had a black dress, but I actually got my dad to take that home with me as we met him over there. I also had just a pair of black leggings, which I wore under my jeans or the linen pants when it got a bit colder as an extra layer. Now in here I've got my underwear, bras, socks. I think I brought 8 pairs of underwear to last me over a week at a time, and I think 5 pairs of socks. And I had one crop top or bralette that I used as my bra. And that's just in a triangle bag for swimmers, which I actually have another one here where my swimmers actually go. Now I brought 2 pairs of swimmers, which I feel like was perfect. I did bring a one piece, which I thought I was going to get a lot more use out of but I actually was intending to wear it more of as a top in beach clubs as we went to Eos in Greece. It has this really nice open back, but I kind of wish I didn't bring that. I didn't use it as much as I was hoping to. I also have my travel towel. So I got this is the Cedar Summit one. This is the large size in the recycled polyester pocket towel. It is super small and it opens up. It's not too bad of a size. It did the job. The only problem is with the hostels, which we say that a lot of, the bathrooms don't have very good airflow, so you kind of wet all of the time. But I really like this as it has a hook on it that you can use to dry it up or just hold it while you're waiting for your shower to be over. So I would actually really recommend this, and I would get it again, honestly. I did have a Turkish towel as well, but I also sent that back to my dad as I wasn't going to use it towards the end of my trip. But the Turkish towel was definitely a must throughout the summer places, because I didn't want to get it dirty on the beach and then have to use that as my shower towel as well. So it was good to have that separation. I did buy quite a lot of stuff, more than I was intending to, so I have a few clothes that didn't fit in those packing cubes up the top. I also brought a neck buff, which I ended up throwing out because it got really disgusting and I just had nowhere to wash it properly. But I also brought a beanie, which I shoved in the pocket in the back of the bag. So glad that I had both of these because it was so incredibly cold. We were in the Dolomites, Austria, Switzerland, Berlin, Amsterdam, all those kind of places were so cold in September and October months. Also Budapest and Vienna. Honestly, I've never been so cold in my life. I ended up also buying gloves, which I have in here as well. So very cold. Now that's everything I had in the main compartment. On the top though, there is this section that I kept my toiletries and medicine in, but it is connected by this strap buckle kind of thing, and I had my shoes in the side for on the plane as I had to check it, but this would normally be on that buckle at the front, and I also had a neck pillow that stayed there as well with a cover. These were so fantastic. I would 100% recommend Tevas. I got these just before I left as I knew I'd be hiking, which I didn't do much hiking in these as it was so cold in those places, but I did use them as shower shoes. I used them as sandals for a nice dinner just throughout the day, which was fantastic. I would 100% recommend them, and I just like the look of them. On the front as well, there's a zipper on this side where I kept my liquids. Now I had a lot of contacts which I actually didn't use. I brought 30 days worth and I was gone for 93 days. I probably used them maybe 10 days. I've also got a shaving gel which I had in a little mini thing, but I went through that. And then I had a perfume in here and also a deodorant. Now I also really like this. I didn't use it as much as I thought I would, but it was really helpful to have. I have a little travel mirror that has a stand built into it, and it was great because not all of the hostels have good lighting in the bathrooms or just good lighting in the rooms, and sometimes if I just wanted to get ready in the bed I could use the light that I had in there and that mirror, and it was fantastic. Now my bag has two little pockets on the side which I have my Uniqlo bag in. I ended up buying a different one while I was over there, so I had this as a spare, but I love that bag so I didn't throw it out. And on the other side I actually have my Uniqlo ultra light down jacket. Now in the very top compartment, which is this bit up here, I had my medicine in this bag, and I work in pharmacy, so it was kind of expected that I had a whole pharmacy in my bag. I had all of my liquids in this little bag, as well as some sunscreen, which I did end up buying some more because I went through quite a lot of it. But I had a hydrating wound gel, which is great for sunburns or if you burn yourself and you need to keep it hydrated. There's antiseptic, antifungal creams, because you know those hostel showers can have athlete's foot a lot of the times. Eye drops. I did get some antibiotics from my doctor. I used them once because I did get sick actually 3 times throughout this trip, but I have quite a low immunity, so that would be why. But I don't think it was super necessary. You could probably find your way around. I had some travel sickness tablets, which I honestly didn't need, even though I did go on a cruise and a few boats throughout Greece. I didn't end up needing. Some ulcer gel, some cough tablets, which I did use when I got sick. And then I had some Hydrolite as well, which is, this is in the strawberry kiwi flavour. Best one out there. But I also had some from this company called Dr. Hydrate, which we keep at my work, which honestly they're way better. They're not as salty. I would 100% recommend those. And I also had some nausea tablets. In this little packet here, I kept all of my loose tablets, which just was a better way to have them instead of having all of these packaging throughout the bag. Save some space. Now I had Zyrtec because I get allergies, some rest of it for sleeping on the planes, painkillers, which I ended up getting some more, which is just Panadol and ibuprofen. I also had Armour Force, which is a product in Australia, which I actually used all of them because I was quite sick. It's got echinacea, vitamin C. I think those are really, really beneficial to have even if you don't get that specific brand, because will get quite sick. I also had my travel lint roller. So that side's sticky and this side is the one where you just run that along the fabric, and it was great. I used it quite a few times. It was great to have, especially when we're around animals at families' houses. In this bag I also kept, I only had one left, but I kept my laundry detergent sheets, which were fantastic. I would 100% recommend doing that. It saved us a lot of money in hostels where we did washing there as well, because you do have to pay for the washing detergent on top of the actual fee to use the washing machines. Now this is one of my favourite things that I bought for the trip. It is the Cedar Summit Toiletries bag. This is the small size, I believe. Now I love this bag so much. It's waterproof, so if anything spilled I knew that it would be okay, even though I didn't keep too many liquids in here. But it's also got a hook on the top which goes just in the little pocket there, so I could hang this up anywhere. I would just keep it open anytime that we were staying at a place. I used solid soap and shampoo and conditioner for this trip, so I had these little metal containers, forgot the word for that. In this little one, this came as a set from this company. There's a shampoo that was meant to have 10 washes in it. I used liquid shampoo anytime that I found it in Airbnbs or the hostels if they had any shampoo and conditioner. And then in the bigger one here I have my face wash and my body wash. Now I love this stuff, I use this anyways. This is the Shea Moisture African Black Soap and Castor Oil solid soap, and then this is just one that I had from the Body Shop. I did cut those down in order for them to fit in there. I also brought this little travel, or I guess not really travel, but soap dish, which I kept like this when I had it in my bag. And this was just good for when I needed to dry the soap out and I didn't want them to sit in the metal for as long as they were. I also brought a deodorant, but I literally ran out of that on the very last day. Now I also got this little razor from Venus. It was pretty good. I didn't really use it too much because it was cold a lot of the time, so I didn't really need to shave my legs. And then I also had, it's got hair in it, but I had one of these wet brushes, which I've had for years, and it just fit in there kind of perfectly, so I used that. And then in this section I had my toothpaste and toothbrush, which I just had this little cover on, as well as a floss. And then in the very top section here I actually kept my hair stuff and my like nail file. So these are just from Muji. I had these two little plastic box things. So there's bobby pins and then elastics. I've got proper elastics as well as little plastic hair ties. I have a comb from Muji. That's great. And then finally I had tweezers, nail clippers and a nail file. Now in the back section here I just kept a few feminine hygiene products, and I also got a reusable Q-tip set, or I guess they're cotton swab but they're reusable so they're not really cotton. Honestly didn't really use these too often, but they were nice to have. That's literally everything that I had in my main bag. So I'll move on to my personal item now. Now I did a lot of journaling while I was away. I made a travel journal so that I could look back on it when I'm a bit older and have kids and whatnot. So I have this little travel journal. I liked to, if I can find the first page, make a page for each place that I went to. So I really love doing that. I actually lost my phone on a plane in the second week we were there, so this kept me sane most of the time. Along with that, I also had my pencil case, which is actually a cables case, but it worked perfectly. So I really liked this. My auntie actually made this for me with a cricket. It says my name and cables on it. But I had pencils, textures, pens, a pencil, a ruler, little scissors, like safety scissors, rubber, and then also a glue, roll glue kind of thing, glue tape, that's the word. And then this is my little electronics case. It's really cute. It's got, if it would focus, it's got bears on it. It's really adorable. Honestly, most of my electronic stuff I've taken out of here by now, and I have that in my normal bag. Along with electronics, I took a film camera, so I just had it in this little benefit case. And then I had another case for it. This is the 35mm Co. It's actually the collaboration with the Lenater, so I don't think that they have this available anymore, but it's this beautiful peachy orange colour. I also had my film rolls in this little bag. Oh, I also had an eye mask in here, which was great, especially in the hostels when people turn the lights on at like 2 AM in the morning. Finally, the last little bag in here is my makeup bag, which is this gorgeous little yellow, or I guess it's orange and pink bag. Now I had a face sunscreen, which was fantastic, and I didn't bring too much makeup because I don't actually wear it very often, but I had this stick foundation from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the new one that they brought out. I got it just before I left with a gift card actually, but that way I didn't have to have an extra liquid if I wasn't even going to use foundation too often. I had a powder bronzer and powder blush, this little thing from Mecca. It's a blush and highlighter duo, so just thought that was the best option. I ended up buying this, which is just an eyeliner, while I was over there for a Halloween costume if I ended up needing it, because we were in Edinburgh for Halloween. Didn't end up going out, so didn't use that. But I had this little mini eyelash curler from Muji. It was great. I honestly like it better than a normal eyelash curler. Then I had my Pillow Talk mascara. This is in the like reddy maroon colour. And then I actually bought these two products over in Rome? Yeah, Rome. So I went to Kiko Milano and I got their lip markers, which I honestly have loved. I have the 104, which is like a berry red kind of colour, and then 107, which is a plum kind of brownie colour. And then I just have a brush, a little kabuki brush, and a scrunchie and a hair band. And then I had a little jewellery pouch which had all of that stuff in there. I had a waterproof case, which I honestly didn't end up using as I didn't have a phone over there for most of the time. And then I had a travel cutlery set, which was fantastic. I'd 100% recommend bringing that. And then I actually did have a big portable charger, but I honestly didn't end up using this as I had a smaller one, which was fine, it did the job. I did have a door safety lock, which I only used once. I didn't feel unsafe most of the time. I had a little fake wallet which had a few coins in there and some expired cards, just in case we ever got mugged. I could give them this. And then lastly, I had these non-prescription glasses, just in case I was wearing my contacts that day, but I couldn't wear my prescription sunnies. So now I'm going to go through my purse. This is the same as the Uniqlo bag that I actually took over, but I bought this one over here, sorry, I bought this one over in Nice. It's just a crochet material. I thought it kind of elevated outfits a little bit more. So on here I had a little scarf that I had tied on there, like a little bandana. Had my claw clip that I used over there. And then I actually had this just for my travel day. I had this little pouch which kind of had all of my flight essentials on there, which is like a little moisturizer, a pen, my earplugs, and some sleeping tablets in there. In the actual main part of my bag, I had my noise cancelling headphones. I use these a lot of the nights in the hostels because I have really bad problems with sleeping with noise, but especially when people are snoring. So these are great. They're just good to have anyways. And then I had compression stockings, which obviously are a need on a 14-hour flight. I had my little portable charger. This one is great. It's from via URC. And then on the back it's actually got all of the plugs in there so you can charge it with the plug that's already on there. And then it's got a USB-C cable and a lightning cable. So best purchase, honestly. I loved that. I had my wallet and I had this little cable holder, but I took it off because it's also a phone holder. Will just hold your phone like that. So I watched a lot of films with that and TV shows on my phone. Now I also have a adapter, which is this one from Lensent, if it will focus. But it's got 4 little USB ports, which was all I needed. So yeah, that was great. Really lightweight. I know a lot of people get the big black one, but I thought that was fine. I got that for my birthday, so went with that. I have my headphone charger, already taken my other charger out, and then I had cabled headphones as well, just for the plane rides. I did also have a metal like insulated water bottle that I took over with me, but it actually fell out of my bag on a bus once, and I didn't realise until I had reached the accommodation, so I lost that, which was really sad. But it was essentially the same as this. My mum got me a new one ready for when I would get back, so that was a bit depressing. Also in my handbag I had my glasses case, which had my prescription sunnies, and I would just switch them out with my other glasses. And finally my passport holder. So I had my passport, of course, and then I had documents. I had copies of my license and things like that, Medicare card, copies of my passport, my medication, and then I had the flights printed out in there as well. Anyways, that was everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, if anyone is even watching. If you'd like to see my Instagram where I posted all of my photos about this, or in my story highlights, my Instagram is just here. Yeah,